1982, Greatest Geek Year Ever is a very good documentary that I watched recently on Tubi. It is about the year in pop culture trends in the year 1982 and the impact it had on the geek culture. It features interviews with people who were kids during that era who talk about their nostalgic fond memories of w- getting into the latest movies, music, games, comics, and TV shows that came out that year and the impact it had on their lives. It also has interviews with some of the writers, directors, producers, singers, and other critics and other forms of talent who helped make that stuff popular. And the first it's when I first watched this, I was like this is pretty long for a movie documentary. It was like 2 hours and 44 minutes long. But when I went on IMDb after I watched it to give it a rating, I star rating, I noticed it was actually released as a mini series, and the version on Tubi like edits all the episodes together into one full movie. So it's like 4 episodes long. Like the first episode, it talks about the summer of Spielberg, where Steven Spielberg's two movies, one that he directed, E.T. the Extraterrestrial, and the horror movie that he produced but didn't direct, Poltergeist. It talks about how popular those movies were and the impact they had on the people who watched them, and some pretty interesting fun facts about the making of both those movies. And the next episode, it talks about science fiction, stuff like The Wrath of Khan and other great science fiction movies of that era, like Tron and the Mega. I can't remember what it's called, but it's Barry Botswick movie, and it's a action movie set in the desert with motorcycles and some sci-fi elements. I never heard of that until I seen that, so I added it to my watch list. And uh, then the second episode talks about fantasy and action with Conan, Rambo, Dungeons and Dragons. That made for TV movie, Monsters and Mazes, that parodied the satanic panic craze of Dungeons and Dragons. Then we have in the last episode, it deals with like horror and comedy and the famous comedies and horror films that were that era. This doesn't just talk about movies, like I said, it also talks about popular music, TV shows, talks about the Siskel and Ebert film critic talk show that was released in 1982, and it had a great impact on film criticism and helped it spread and inspire a lot of other people to get into film criticism. The this and at the last final scene in the last episode, it talks about the Oscars for 1983, where they nominated some films from 1982, and out of all the movies that were nominated, like I think one of them was E.T. and was one of the best picture ones, but it lost to Gandhi, but and they were disappointed that a cool geek movie lost to Gandhi, even though Gandhi was an excellent movie. They agreed. They thought that E.T. was a way better movie, which I agree. It's E.T. has a cooler message than Gandhi. Also, Gandhi has a lot of historical inaccuracies, which makes history buff like me not very happy. But I do like the movie Gandhi. I need to review that soon. And I love E.T. too. I need to review that. It's part of my Steven Spielberg review marathon. Um, Anyway, this is an excellent documentary, and if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Like I said, it's for free now on YouTube. I give it 2 thumbs up. All right, that's my review. If you like it, please hit the like button, subscribe for more. Thank you. God bless you. Bye.